Good evening and welcome to Grady Sports Source. I'm your host, Anna Glenn Grove. And they played each other last year, but before that, they hadn't faced each other since 1995. But what does Cedar Shoals bring to the table this year, Josh?
You guys had your best season and the best record since 1989. How has your coach contributed to this team and your spot tonight?
This is Anna Glenn Grove of Titans Radio here with David Long. Now, you've been told most of your football career that you're too small, but what does it mean to have a coach like Coach Vrabel who says that's not a deterrent with you? They have you working on some special teams out here, and if I'm not mistaken, you haven't done a ton of that since freshman year of college. So how has that been for you?
When Brock Vandegrift broke his leg, many thought Prince Avenue Christian's season would go down with him. But freshman quarterback Lucian Anderson III stepped up in his first start last week. He threw for 204 yards and 4 touchdowns and finished with a near-perfect quarterback rating.
You played behind Lorenzo Carter your first 3 years at Georgia. He was drafted last year by the Giants. How has he helped you throughout this process?
I have Golfer of the Year, Michael Shears. You've been at the Wilco's twice now. You finally won the award. He's going to play golf at Vanderbilt next year. How has Franklin High School prepared you for this?
Basketball is part of your background, and it's clear in your coverage fluidity, but where do you see that sport paying off the most in football?
All right, our next sentence is going to be the brother duo of Max and Jake Johnson is blank. Guys, I really like my word for this one, so I think I'm going to go first. My word is genetic, guys. I think it just runs in the family. I'm interested to see how Jake fares once his brother Max is gone.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's really interesting. My word was patriot-ish.
Obviously, getting drafted was an exciting moment for you, but what was the feeling like having Christian Abercrombie, your childhood friend, announce your draft pick?
Is it safe to say tonight could be a battle of the backup quarterbacks?
I think it will be a battle of the backup quarterbacks.
Well, it's shaping up to be another packed Friday night of football in the Athens area. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at @ByGradySports for all that we're doing here at Sports Source.
She's signed to play with Louisiana Tech next year. Hannah, how comfortable have you been on the mound this season?
I'm joined again by our analyst Josh Bishop for a look at our games in the area this week. As I mentioned earlier, all Athens area teams will be playing at home. And first up, Towns County will be visiting Athens Academy. Now, Athens Academy is 17-0 in this series. Do you think they can continue that tonight?
Your dad was a professional heavyweight boxer,
Yes, ma'am.
and you actually got the chance to play 3 90-second rounds against him in the ring. What was that experience like?
I'm going to note, though, that Prince Avenue is undefeated against Riverside in the 6 games they've played. The Wolverines have outscored the Eagles 278-77 in those games. Josh, who are you taking in this one?
Anna.
Home field advantage and second place in the district are on the line tonight. Do your game plans change at all? Mount Juliet's offensive line averages 281 pounds per player. How has your defense prepared for this size?
We ate a lot of biscuits this week.
And I'm Anna Glenn Grove. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Grady Sports Source. Good night.